We all want to sell more books online, and it seems like everyone and their mother is spouting out book marketing tips these days. Well, today, I'm going to tell you some book marketing tips that you've probably never heard of before. I'm talking about online book fairs. Just imagine having other authors promoting your books for you. Now, I know that might sound like a pipe dream, but it's actually 100% doable using online book fairs. So, what is an online book fair? An online fair is similar to the book fairs you had back in school, except obviously they're online. It's a collection of books with a similar genre or theme, all based on that particular fair. Each fair has a landing page which displays all the books in the fair, including a cover image, a brief description, as well as a link to that book's sales page on Amazon or other platforms. So how do online book fairs work? Well, basically, when a fair goes live, all the authors that have books featured in that fair will share the link to the book fair with their particular platform, either through email lists, social media, etc. Again, authors promoting other authors' books and their own. What a great way to expand your reach. Here, let me log on to ebook fairs and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Now, the site has full tutorials for every step of the way, so I'm not going to bore you with all the nuances. I'm just going to log in and show you all the awesome features that it has to offer. Again, this is not a full tutorial. I just want to point out some of the great features that it has. I'm currently logged in as an author. You can log in as an author or as a reader, but I'll cover more of that in a second. So as an author, I can click under here and I'm going to manage my books. And then what you're going to do is go in and you can create a new book. Now, create a new book. You can go in here. It's going to start with the basics. You put in a title, your subtitle. You're going to pick your genre from the list here. If there's anything that pertains to your genre that isn't on this list, you can just send an email to support and they'll add a new genre in here. You can put a synopsis of your book description as it's that's going to be shown to the readers, like what's on Amazon per se. You click on this and you upload your cover image. When you're done with all this, you can go to details, enter in your ISBN or your ASIN, as well as your Amazon URL, Kobo, Barnes & Noble, Apple URL, whichever ones you have to offer. Obviously, Amazon is probably going to be the one that you're going to go with most frequently. Then you're going to click Save. You can go to Price, and you're going to put in your price. It's really that simple. The other thing that they have that they just added within like the last couple of days is where you can actually record up to 30-second enticing audio that your potential customer is going to hear. So just maybe telling them a little bit of backstory about the book, maybe something to get them encouraged to actually purchase your book. Again, it's only going to be up to 30 seconds, but you can actually say a lot in 30 seconds. And then you're going to put the publication date and just save. Now I'm going to go back because I'm going to show you something even easier than doing that. Instead of creating it from scratch, you can actually create it using your ASIN if you've uploaded to KDP. So you can literally just click on Create from ASIN, enter your ASIN number right here. As you can see, I've got some already listed. Click Import, and it actually will fill in a lot of that information for you. Your book description, your title, things like that. You're still going to have to update some of the things like your genre, but still, it still does a lot of that for you. Your publication date, your book description, all of that already filled in for you. Super cool. So here's a list of just some of the books. I haven't uploaded all my books yet, but here are a list of some of the books. And as you can see, it's got the title, the genre, the author, that's me, and the publication date. You'll see a little bit, an icon right here. This just allows me to go in and edit it, or I can just delete the book if I don't want to include it on this ebook fairs anymore. But let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the fairs. So I'm just going to go up here to search fairs. And as you can see, there are a list of the fairs. We've got the names, the genre, the owner of the fair. So the author that created a book fair. So you as an author can actually create your own book fairs. Now, I will tell you that one of the limitations with the book fairs is you can only have one book per author in a specific book fair. And that's just to make it so that way it's not like the Keith Wheeler show. You know, it allows other authors opportunities to be in that same fair. So for example, Kenny Myers, who happens to be the creator of ebook fairs, he's got this one right here. He's the owner. The launch date is going to be April 19th, 2021. This tells this is the max amount of books allowed in that fair. So a max of 40. And right now he has 23 books that are currently in that fair. So what that means is I can actually go and apply to be included in that fair if one of my books happens to be fiction. Little icon right here is where I can click on it, and that's where I can actually submit a book. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. And this just means that the fair is not live yet. If it was live, you'd see this little eyeball right here, this icon, which I'll show you in a second. That'll actually bring you to the book fair's page, so you can see exactly what the consumers will see. I'll show you that in a second. So I can go in and I can submit my book, and it's just going to show a little image. It's going to show a little bit of information about the fair. And then really, to submit your book to a book fair, you have to do two simple things. And that is select the book that you want to submit. All right, let's say I'm going to do Hit Like a Girl. And then give a little bit of a description to the owner of that book fair, explaining why your book should be included in that particular book fair. And then just click Submit My Book. It's really that easy. And then the creator of that book fair will decide whether they want to accept it or decline it. Now, let me show you how to create a book fair yourself. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to manage a fair. And I'm actually going to create a book fair. And this one is actually for all of you. Go into ebook fairs and apply if your book is relevant to this particular book fair. And I will accept, I think I'm going to set the max at 40 books that I'm going to accept in my book fair. And we're going to get it started. So I'm going to create a new fair. Now, the first thing I need to do is create a fair date. And I want to give you guys some time to apply and get everything set up. And so I'm going to actually put this for, let's go May. And let's do May the 3rd. No, let's give you more time. Let's do May the 10th. Okay. So we're going to set it, May the 10th is when it's going to start. Okay. And the genre is going to be children's picture books. So if you have a children's picture book, you can absolutely feel free. If you decide to get an account with ebook fairs, which don't worry about the price right now, because stick to the end, and I'm going to actually give you 60 free days to use and try out ebook fairs. So stick around for that. So we're going to go to children's picture books right here. We're going to call the fair Children Love Adventure. Now we're going to save this. We're going to go in here. We're going to upload an image. So we're going to upload. We're going to pick a beautiful image that we want to use. As you can see, there's a little slider bar right here. Make it fit right in that little box. Oh, that looks beautiful. Crop and save. Oh, look, I actually called it Kids Love. So let's go in here. Let's change the name of the fair. Kids Love Adventure. There we go. We're going to click save. All right. Now we're going to go to details. And I actually have it all copied over here. So I'm just going to drag it over. Paste it right here. Well, first I need to set a book limit. Like I said, I'm going to set the limit to 40. Okay. Now let's do the color. Let's see. Well, I mean, our cover is mainly white. And so let's do, but we also have rainbow colors. So let's give it something bright, like maybe that color. And I can always go in and change this, but that's what we'll do for the background color. Let's give black as the text color. I think that'll really pop on that. And save. And if I scroll down, I'll see exactly what it'll look like. So this is what my fair will look like on the page. So right now it's going to be these, and then down here will be a list of all the books, which obviously right now there are none. So I think it looks really good, really sharp. All right. So I'm just going to go back, and that is how you create an online book fair using your account. So again, it's right here, as you can see, on my list of fairs, but you don't have to create your own fair. Again, you can just go in, upload some of your books, go to search fairs, and search up a fair in the genre that you're interested in. It doesn't have to be necessarily genre. It can be a specific theme, like maybe spring, adventure, or whatever you want it to be. Okay, so now for the big question. How much is ebook fairs? Well, if you're a reader and you're not doing it as an author, it's absolutely free. Okay. So the only people that are being charged are the authors. And it makes sense because, well, let's be honest, it's all about you. It's about you and your books, and they have to store the data somewhere, right? And so it's helping promote your stuff. So obviously the authors have to pay a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I'm not exaggerating. Right now, Kenny's only charging $4.99 a month for this amazing opportunity. And the great part is there's no contracts. So you want to sign up for one month, load up some books, sign up for some book fairs. The thing is unlike book fairs that you remember in school, these book fairs technically never end. There's a start date, but there are no end dates as of right now, which means that even if you decide to stop using the system, your books will always be in the fairs that they were already in. So if you post, or somebody else, another author, posts a link to this particular fair, and then a month from now someone stumbles upon it, they can still click on the fair, they can still go in and still see your book and click on it and buy it off Amazon or whatever link you decided to share. Now, again, I wanted to show you one thing. I wanted to show you what an actual live fair looks like. So let's go to search fairs, and I'm gonna click on one of these open ones right here. This one's live, because you can tell by the eyeball. And I want you to see what a fair looks like. Okay, again, as the person creating the fair, they're the one that decides this. They're the one that decides the color over here. This is the important part. This is where the books are. Now, as you can see, this particular genre is, this is romance, okay? So it gives the cover image, the title, the little bit of the blurb, who it's by. Now, I did talk to Kenny, the creator, and he's actually going to make the author names are actually going to eventually be clickable and actually drive the customer to your author platform. And then if they click more info, that will take them to your sales page for your book. Now, as you can see, there's also this option to vote. Currently, readers can vote on what their favorite book is, whether they buy it or not. They can vote on it. And the book that gets the most votes for a given fair will actually get promoted on the ebook fairs platform, their social media, their newsletter, and all that other good stuff. So it's an amazing opportunity, again, to get even more visibility to your book. Now, as you can see, you're probably thinking, just like with Amazon, that, well, obviously the top placement is going to be the hotspot. That's what people are going to click on up here. Well, here's one of the amazing things that they've done with the system. This isn't based on any algorithm or anything like that. It's honestly randomly generated. So if I just refresh my page, look right here, Heart of Spring is up here at the top left-hand corner. And if I refresh, now A Wanderer's Dream is now up here. So again, it's completely random. So that means every book that is in this fair has an equal opportunity of being on this top row. It doesn't matter how many sales you have, what your BSR is, completely irrelevant to how this particular system works. Okay, so let's get to the nitty gritty. Like I said, it's $4.99 a month for the authors. You cancel anytime you want. But like I said earlier, I'm going to hook you up with 60 days free. Just go to kwheelerbooks.com/bookfairs. Don't forget the S at the end. And at checkout, enter in the coupon code Wheeler60. Again, that's Wheeler60, and get 60 free days of ebook fairs. So what have you got to lose? We all know that selling more books online comes down to regular and consistent book marketing and promotion. And since not all book marketing techniques work for everyone, or for every book for that matter, check out this video right here, and I'll show you other ways that you can market and promote your book online. Now, if you've already seen that video, or maybe you think you got book marketing in the bag, then check out this video right here that YouTube says is perfect for you. I'll catch you in one of these videos, and remember to write right.